other than doing cane, we also had a few. We had a few cows, and those cows were
Black Angus,
Black Angus cows. We had cows on about how many acres was that?
94 acres.
About 94 acres. We had a small little patch of goats. We had chickens,
Chickens and rabbits
and we had
and
rabbits.
turkeys
Now those were kind of
and
smaller
turkeys.
seasons, but I was in charge of mostly the chickens. That was my job. Every morning I would get up, go out, get the eggs from under, weigh them because we had like those ones that had the blue
The colored
eggs.
eggs.
They call them Easter eggs,
It's
and we sold eggs. But I love my cows because at night where our house was and way across
the
the
field.
field was grandma's house. And if people know, your light guides you. And from those cows where they walk through the ground, they
It's a
make a
trail.
path. And when it's dark, if you close your eyes, you can follow that path and get where you need to go. They make a way for you. I got to know the goats and cows very well. We come home one day, and I'm hearing a very bad crawling sound, a mowing sound. And I'm like, Daddy Matt, something isn't right, something's wrong. He's like, no, you all right, something's okay. I said, no. So when we run over to about a trough over where the gate is, the cow was down. We had named that cow. I can't remember the name of it, but we named her. She was down and she was in labor. And we had to help her
Pull
pull the
the
calf
calf
out.
out.
I believe she was in backwards, was it? She was having problems having her, but we had to help her birth
The calf.
that calf out. A double story to make that one short. We end up getting the calf out, but we had to end up harnessing her up with ropes, harnesses, and tying
Pull
her
her
up
up
to the tractor
or she
and
can
having the
stand
tractor run
all
all
day
night
and all
to
night.
help her stand and feeding her. And with the calf, now we had no mother. We had
Had
to
to
like
bottle feed.
bottle feed her, milk and bottle feed her, and we had to take her from Fort White, Columbia County, to Gainesville, Alachua County, and my grandmother would help us bottle feed this
Calf.
cow
Wow.
daily throughout. Doing that going on, finally when we get the calf better, the mother dies, of course. But that was then a name of the family. Then we had a goat early one morning. We had a goat that it started to come out breech. That's what I'm getting to be a girly stage with nails. He comes out and says, "You got to help me." I go inside, get clippers, cut off all my nails. And me, here I am a doctor now, I have to go inside the goat and actually
Going around
turn the baby goat around
in the womb
in the room and
and out from the
bring her out,
Wow.
bring her out.
he had
It's
the
amazing.
There we go. She's fine. Baby goat. She's there. And we had that goat for how long?
a long time because I used to bring her to Gainesville with a ball and feed her too.
So we had a lot of animals that would actually migrate from Fort White to Gainesville to keep fed, because
During
they
the
may
day.
have lost the parents. We actually became the parents, and we would leave the animals loose in the yard, and they wouldn't go anywhere.
Did you lose the mama goat?
Did the mother of that one pass
The
eventually?
mama disowned her. She wouldn't. She
Yeah,
was a little nervous.
yeah.
She was
And
a little
and
nervous.
I think they said because I guess the other hands had touched her. So I guess because our hands had touched her, I guess we then were the actual parents now. That wasn't hers.
She disowned it. She disowned it.
Thank you so much. These are amazing. Stuff I ain't never heard before.
Oh wow.
Well, let me tell you my story about the Black Angus cows. The neighbor in the field next door, 40 acres over, they had a pen for dogs. And the dogs got out the pens and was jumping across the fence to attack me. And there's nothing but pine cones in the field to throw at the dogs to get back, get back. And the cows heard me screaming, get back, get back. So the Black Angus, they came over to me and they huddled up around me like a blanket. And they would kick at the dogs so the dogs wouldn't attack me. And I had to walk back across the 90 acres to the house And all the cows all around me, 35 head of cows, black Angus, walking me back across the field. Get back across the field. Dad says, why are the cows following you? I said, they protect me from them bad dogs out there in the field.
They were family.
They were family,
They
and
were
we hand fed them, we feed them
Yes.
out their hand, we named all the cows, and they were very protective of us being there.
That is amazing.
It seemed like every time we would, cause my mother's a mechanic now, and so was her fiance. So it's like when we come home, it's like they would like hear the truck pulling up, and you would see them walking gently
coming
towards the house. We would feed them. We could come out. They would gather around us and everything, and there they was comfortably laying there. Early in the morning, they'd be doing something else. It's like every animal would take up. Thanksgiving time, that's when the peacocks all of a sudden flew up and took up. And once they took up there, they didn't leave. They didn't leave.
Yeah, the 3 peacocks adopted us, and they wouldn't leave.
They would not leave.
They wouldn't leave the farm.
They would not leave. But we just feel that if you adore something and take care of something, they will see after you the way you see after it. Life, loving life.